Hey guys, welcome back.
To the first episode of Undertale.
We stood up to end the episode last time and we said, oh, we didn't record the game. But
It could have been any of our faults. We can't really point fingers at one person on this couch. Could be anyone.
But we played up to this point in Undertale. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
All of the good content
Leave comments who you think this silhouette could be.
It's
could be anyone.
It's Boner Boy.
You.
So yeah, I'm sorry if we'll
It's okay.
We'll find some different fucking footage to put over that to entertain you during the podcast.
Yeah, we should start a podcast. I've been thinking.
Yeah,
last episode just went so well, so with no game in the background. I really do respect that they went and got a Pixel Comic Sans font.
Oh yeah,
It's not actually Comic Sans.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. And then they use fucking Papyrus.
Mm-hmm.
It's everyone's least favorite font, whether they know it or not. But you still see it everywhere. I was in New York, and it's just fucking Papyrus. It's the lane of dreams. They say the Big Apple. Bullshit.
It's just Papyrus font everywhere.
Just Papyrus font.
Want to go to Philadelphia in 2 months, Jacob? Watch Eagles Pats.
Eagles. Ooh.
Watch Eagles Pats.
Sure.
Because I really want to go, but I don't know who else I can convince to go given the price point. Right.
Yeah. I like traveling.
And I figured we could go visit our pal Sunday.
I do have a friend named Sunday.
He lives in Philadelphia, and I talked to him only about the Eagles.
The extent of your friendship.
Yeah, the only time that I've ever spoke to him outside of whenever we're like in the same room is about the Eagles.
I thought it was funny. Like the first time you ever met, he just said, "Bring it in, brother."
Yeah.
The first words you spoke, right? You ever talked to him text form before that?
This was a little bit after the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Context.
And I think I walked in with my Eagles Super Bowl champion.
He knew who you were though. Sunday was actually a fan of Alpharad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really funny because you don't say that. I don't become friends with people who pitch that.
Bro, big fan, bro.
I met Sunday in VR chats.
Is that where you guys met?
So I've always been friends with Jome, right?
Right.
And Jome and I was playing Kung Fu Panda Smash Bros. Clone, and it's multiplayer online. So I invited everybody on my friends list, and everyone said, fuck you, because no one has this game. And Jome goes, all right, I'll play it, I'll buy it. So Jome bought Kung Fu Panda Smash Bros. And played with me. Then he goes, oh, I gotta go play VR chat with my friends. And I said, what is that? So then he gets me in a Discord call with Blue, Sunday, and him. And then he takes me into the world of VR chat.
Oh, I forgot to change my weapon.
Yeah, you got that.
I got a mash. Oh man, with how this controls,
I can see the Sans fight.
I'm fucking stressing fighting Sans, dude.
Ingrams did it
on Switch.
Gonna just assume.
Doing on the keyboard seems way easier.
Yeah, but see 14 left.
Right. Yeah, that's hilarious. You guys met through VR chat.
Yeah.
I've said this before on the channel, but we were talking about Maloney last episode.
Yeah.
And him and I met on the Battle on forums, and that for literally everybody who doesn't know what that is the people who made Adventure Quest and Dragon Fable and all those.
I didn't know there was an and.
Oh yeah. They made a bunch of games. There's one called like Mech Quest or something. Mm-hmm. I think they made like 4 or 5 games long term, but Dragon Fable was their next biggest one. I like Dragon Fable a little more personally, but on that website there was an out of context board on the forum,
aka Brawl.
Yeah, and in that there was a Brawl. There was a Brawl thread. You go in there and you share your friend codes and you play with one another and shit. It's like, imagine a Discord server, but you post messages and they're there.
It's different than sending,
and it's a little different.
It's formal.
Yeah, you have like signatures and stuff. You can like go and view their profiles.
I never had a fucking signature on a forum.
Oh, you had to have a signature, dude. Mine was just like a meme image from Ed, and Eddie. Whenever I was,
It's not that bad.
Whenever I was,
I remember your
12.
Smashwords photo it's the surprise Patrick Star.
Yeah.
You're ahead of that curve.
Yeah, dude. It was just funny meme images. But yeah, him and I met on that. In
So-
that thread playing Brawl Wi-Fi, and now he lives here.
Really want to? Yeah, he lives here. It's crazy. I want to talk about one specific image that I've tried to bring this up to other people, but you were on forum, so you would know this. The fucking GIF of Mario headbanging with the rock
Yes.
on.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Where the fuck did that come from?
don't
No
know.
one fucking knows.
I'm pretty sure if you go like to the GIF service that Twitter uses, do they use Giphy Cat? Do you know what? Do you know?
No, I it's not that, but I can't remember what it is.
But yeah. Oh shit. Still
Nah.
enough. But yeah, I think if you search like Mario into that, it's one of the earlier ones that pops
But
up.
where did it come from?
I don't know. It couldn't have been hard to make. Some
People weren't making shit back then, though.
Sure they were. Newgrounds.
Not to that quality, not like 3D models. That was all
Oh, yeah.
animation. Like 2D animation. Plus, it's just like specifically like a gangster-esque Mario. Like he definitely had a hat that was like not the Mario cap. There was a charm to it that I can't explain where it came from. That image sticks out. What are some other good old forum profile pictures?
Yeah, I just try to keep my Smashboards account out of the public eye, and I'll tell you. That's all I'm telling you guys.
Oh shit! Did I ruin it?
If you guys can go, you guys can go and do the dirty work yourself. You can find my Smashboards profile. It's pretty fucking cringy. Tell you what, but it's not as cringy as it could be.
That is true. I have seen Eric's Smashboards.
I haven't. Oh man, that's probably really easy. He's probably like way more active than I was too.
Yeah. Eric claims that he has already gone through and deleted all the hard
Nice. It was a different time, dude. The people weren't racist; they were just edgy.
Yeah. Speaking of racist, though, so my financial advisor, flex. She was telling me about her husband who grew up in Oklahoma, as most racist people do, and they had a black German Shepherd named the Hard R.
Okay.
But so imagine a little 5-year-old calling his dog saying that,
Man,
and he doesn't know that's bad.
Yeah.
You can't blame him. But
that's messed up. You don't name your
fucked, right?
don't name your dog Hard R. Did she just casually mention this to you in conversation? How do you know this?
No, we're friends.
Oh, okay.
So she was like kind of explaining. I was talking about like, oh, my family.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I had my friend from Mexico visit for Easter, and they were racist towards him. And she was like, speaking of families being racist,
Okay.
it was not like handling the financials.
Yeah. It's
By
like,
the way,
hello, Mr. Raven. Today, I would like to tell you the story about my dog.
yeah, no, but isn't that fucking crazy? Like, even for the most racist person imaginable, that's
Right.
wild, right? But yeah, so let me tell that story. Jome, the aforementioned Jome, he does live in Mexico, and he wanted to come up, see everybody for a week. He was on spring break, and his spring break was the same week as Easter.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go have Easter brunch with my family, and he was like, I want to come. And I was like, they're gonna be racist. And he goes, that's funny. So my family then, he sits down. Within 10 seconds of being there, my stepdad's like, hey, you work for Pablo Escobar? Which is Cuban. I think.
Where's the gun?
I know it's not Mexican.
4 left.
But anyways, so he was like, no. And he goes, you know, like the drug dealer? And we're like, yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And then he's like, okay. And then my mom asked me how they probably do eggs different
Oh yeah.
down there. And I was like, nah, who knows? I mean, probably just sell the same dye anywhere, right? And then she asked him how he did his eggs, and he explained a different way. And she turns to me and goes, "See, I told you they do it different down there." And then Joe goes, "Oh, that's just how I do it. We have food dye in Mexico." And then
I love like
it's not a third world country.
yeah, I love uncultured American people.
Look, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Canada.
Like
The populated parts of all those countries are indistinguishable from America.
yeah, Americans are raised to believe that we're the greatest country on earth, right?
Yeah.
Which statistically just isn't really true, but I think that rubs off on the citizens, and then whenever they have to deal with foreigners,
They think they don't know what running water looks like.
yeah, precisely. It's like, oh, do you guys have like smartphones and
Can
stuff?
we go out to do you guys have an outhouse? The thing is, places in America don't have running water. Places in America don't have outhouses.
Flint, Michigan. Wow, 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 wow. Whoa, what's up with that? They still don't have it.
God, how many mission trips is it going to take for Flint, Michigan to have water? Did you ever go on a mission trip?
Fuck no.
Yeah, me neither. I did go on one. And I did two things.
Okay.
Had a sledgehammer and knocked down some foundation so they can build a church. Didn't finish the job and we left. And then we went to Six Flags. All in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, dude, just gotta gas yourself up. It's like it's the South Park episode where
It's so accurate.
where they all get hybrid cars.
Yeah.
And then they all huff their own farts. Think about that one a lot.
So, yeah. When I did go to Six Flags, though, we befriended, me and the girl I was with befriended. Nice.
Up top?
Nice. Yeah. 14-year-old flex. My girlfriend went to a different school, though. Anyways, we befriended the artist who was doing a show there, music show.
Okay.
Yeah, at Six Flags. What was her name? It was Natasha something. Natasha Stoked. Something like that. Anyway, she did like pop music, like very 2009 MySpace era. And she said, "Hey, y'all want to see this weird ass shit?" And I told you this already because it was at Six Flags. But she showed us where Six Flags employees told her to put her equipment. And it was in what used to be an abandoned ride.
Okay.
And it was like a little spooky ride, and they got rid of it. It was too scary. But so instead, they left all the coffins, and now they have real spider webs and everything. They have like some skeletons here and there. But then I didn't ask questions. They didn't know the answers either. But someone had all these plushes of Looney Tunes and various things at the Six Flags Over Texas. And they were like knives in their torso, blood, like red marker down their face, and like their eyes X'd out. And they were like plushes all over the place. And now I need to change the topic. This is a happy song.
This is the best song. Bone Trestle.
It's good. I think Death by Glamour is my favorite song in this.
Yeah.
I think Save the World is pretty good in the True Pacifist.
They're all just really good.
Toby Fox is a fucking madman. So like all memes aside, we say Undertale is great and all, but just the fact it was composed primarily by one person,
Yeah.
it's absurd. Also the fact Undertale and Deltarune were written at the same times.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know that.
Deltarune was written first.
Okay.
Yeah, he posted like some Microsoft Explorer kind of things where he shows the date the scripts were written at recently. It was probably when Deltarune came out.
I'm looking for this one. There's one remaining bad guy,
Yeah.
and he won't fucking show himself, dude.
All right, back to neutral.
And like I don't have to fuck with all the puzzles whenever you're on Genocide, right? And I'm trying to.
I think you do. Is he?
Oh, perhaps this guy counts, and that's why he doesn't show up.
Maybe.
But
That makes sense.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
It's fucking Doggo.
Did this start Doggo Pupper? Surely not.
Hell no.
It was not something I heard often.
Doggo and Pupper existed long before this asshole. Oh, the
It's
game
just
is.
small bean culture of women in their late 20s.
Yeah, I fucking hate that, dude. It rustles my jimmies more than it should.
What specifically?
Yeah,
Small beans?
Oh, I am small burb. Please don't sit on me. Shit like that. Hello, I am Snowman.
Well, what would you do if you were dating a girl and she transitioned into that?
Ooh, that's
Like you're already committed by, let's say, a year.
yes. Give me all the snowman pieces.
Stop, please. Don't avoid the topic.
If that were to happen, I would have to calmly express my displeasure.
Babe, this shit's gotta stop.
I'd say, can we really don't? I think
Do you have
will
a
find-
problem, she says?
Do you have a problem?
Luckily, I've never met someone who talks like that in real life, but I know some fuckers are out there.
Yeah, Jacob and I, to kill time the other day, we were just watching a bunch of talent show cringe compilations, which then pivoted into
Teacher making parody music videos based around the subject of state testing.
yeah.
Or standardized testing.
There were a lot of parody music videos for the STAR test, the state of Texas assessment,
Which sounds
something.
really important by the parody over Uptown Funk.
And they're trying to like just tell kids to like get sleep and make sure that they study and shit like that.
Eat a breakfast and test. Woo!
Yeah.
Ba-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
And some of them were really well produced.
The in-game one?
Yeah.
They had a thing. It was like they got the VX. Some kid in the VFX department knew After Effects, so they had Mr. Jones, the gym teacher, as Iron Man, and he touches his chest, and Iron Man's suit magically appears. And then they had to fight purple giant Scantrons.
Yeah.
I think was the takeaway.
Monster Kids word search. I just appreciate that joke.
Yeah. The humor in this game, honestly, is really good.
Yeah. One left.
Oh, that didn't count. Odd.
There's a note from Pep. Please enjoy the spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti. Get it?
It's fucking spaghetti.
Why has spaghetti always been in the meme spotlight?
Yeah, why is it because of Eminem? Is it because of Mom's spaghetti?
Can we really start the chicken tortellini trend?
Chicken tortellini trend. Let's
Yeah.
just make that the funny food.
Yeah. Or chicken Alfredo. It's much more accessible.
I don't know, dude. Spaghetti it just gets everywhere. I don't know if
I think it's the vowel, the T. Linguini. That works. It's like G. It's the God.
there's a switch.
There's something like phonetically perfect about the word spaghetti.
Yeah, it's because you can say spaghetti.
Linguini. You can do that.
Um,
Does this count?
I don't know. I don't know
Will you
why
go
there's only one
test
left.
after this?
Say what?
Bum, 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 bum. Will you go test after that?
Oh, okay.
Just see if it says one more. I want to assume scripted fights just don't count.
Yeah, that's what I thought also, but I certainly should have encountered a bad guy at this point, I feel.
Yeah, we'll see. Plus, it also should say like, and no one came. or
Right,
whatever.
exactly. Ooh.
Ooh. I think Undertale did a very good job of doing so much with so little that they had.
Yeah, the way that mixing up mechanics and things like that, it's really good.
Yeah, because on a surface level, you say the only thing you can do is dodge things, and then they throw in each boss has their unique gimmick, a different colored heart, which is a nice thematic thing.
Yeah.
And then you-
indicates different rules for what the
Yeah.
fight's doing.
I think my favorite, or what I think is the most unique one, is how Undyne causes you to like reflect things and think harder.
Yeah.
And my least favorite is probably, despite liking the music, I don't like the Mediton fight of the little shooter gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
It's too hard for my. Yeah. See, you don't have to do the puzzles.
Oh, okay.
It's just a whole different game. See, no puzzles.
Yeah. To be fair, the last time I played this was release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do all the routes?
Yeah.
Can I read it? Okay. True pacifist is a pain in the ass.
Sure is.
Yeah.
You think it's easy. It sounds easy.
You got to do so much supplementary shit, dude. Got to go on dates with everybody.
At least genocide is like a new adventure.
Right. I mean, you can kind of just eliminate neutral. There's essentially 2 routes.
Yeah,
There's pacifist
true
and genocide.
pacifist is just the post game of
Right.
pacifist. Deltarune's only going to have one storyline, and that's okay.
I think in terms of like different routes, I feel like Undertale's really the only game that I think has done it well.
I agree.
That I can think of.
Let's compare it to a recent entry like Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I've only played Golden Deer, and I have absolutely no goddamn desire to go and.
Exactly. So I'm a big Fire Emblem fan, and this was your first Fire Emblem game. So I had a much more reason to actually like tough through it all and play all of the games.
Yeah.
So I started with Church route, which sucks. It's essentially Golden Deer route with a different final boss. It has dubstep robots and all.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking goodness, that bewilders my ass.
Dubstep robots?
So, minor spoilers for Fire Emblem Three Houses. At the very end of the game, you go...
That's a nice gimmick.
Yeah. You go to essentially Tron, and you start... You show up on your horses, and
Very
you're...
medieval game.
Yeah. It's a door.
What?
I forget how... There's a way to get in there, right? I don't remember how to do that.
I don't know.
Maybe... Do you know where the extra content is at?
I know it's post-game.
Okay.
Here, I'm just going to look it up while you tell the story about Three Houses.
Yeah, you get to... You essentially... You do what needs to be done, and then they say, oh, but by the way, there's these people over here. And then...
Those who slither.
Yeah, those who slither in the dark.
The worst name.
Yeah, and they say... I don't know what the... I'm sure it sounds way better in Japanese.
Yeah, they couldn't make it slide in the America by calling them the Dark Ones.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like it's poorly translated or something. Anyways, you go there and there's fucking like giant robots that are guarding the place, and dubstep is playing for the entire mission rather than the standard battle theme, and it's so goddamn out of place.
It is. It's not just the robots, it's the robots and dubstep that gets you.
Yeah. Cade was there as I got to that portion of the game. We were both fucking losing our goddamn shit the entire time. And we're like, this is real? They really did this for the game, huh? This is a thing that they actually did? I think that game's terrible.
Yeah. So that's
my opinion, gamers. I think that game is awful.
Okay, you find the boss fight, and did you ever see the dog shrine?
Dog shrine.
It was only in consoles.
Okay, I don't think so.
There's a shrine you can donate money to for the dogs, and then you get achievos for how much money you donate. Because Toby Falk, they're just titled "I've ran out of ideas for achievements" and things like that.
Okay,
but she's behind the dog shrine that's behind Sans and Papyrus's house.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, I played through them all. I wanted to do Edelgard's route first, but I got cucked and played through Church.
Yeah.
So I did Church, then Golden Deer, and I was kind of disappointed because those were nearly the same and both okay. I think the cast of Golden Deers was really good. And then I went to play Blue Lions, and then I played Crimson Flower, which is true Edelgard path.
Yeah.
And minor spoilers.
Okay.
Retroactive. But I think it's hard to do something that way where all the stories differ so much, yet not at all.
Yeah, that's the issue with multi-route games, is that if you're still trying to tell one story, then it's gonna suffer. I like to bring up the example of Breath of the Wild all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever talking about this topic.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Get it.
There he goes.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild. That game has a story loosely, but because there's so much freedom with where you can go and things of the sort, it suffers because there's really not a story, because you can go and kill Ganondorf immediately.
But you get the memories that are optional technically.
Yeah, and that's going back in time, right?
Yeah.
That's shit that's already happened. There's no events that unfold in front of you, really.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of stinky.
So the thing about Three Houses is, I think if you're just playing one route, you go in saying, I'm going to play one route of Fire Emblem Three Houses, Church and Golden Deer are not fun.
Okay, that's what I did.
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
the
That's what I'm
Deer.
saying.
The story was nothing.
Yeah, I think people can go in playing those games and then they get burned because the story wasn't what they wanted, and now they don't get to experience
right?
the better parts. And so you know how there are multiple fully animated cutscenes throughout the story?
Yeah.
Crimson Flower is like 3 chapters shorter and has one cutscene in the entire post time skip.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's not a lot.
it's not. It's a lot of dialogue and it's a lot of character building, but all that's done through dialogue and not dialogue through cutscenes. So I think Blue Lions is the objective best narrative because Dimitri is the objective best,
Character.
he's the best character in terms of development and
Okay.
everything like that. I still like my girl Hilda a lot, but I just think if you want to play through Fire Emblem Three Houses and you only want to play through it once, you just do Blue Lions and listen to the Dimitri story.
Okay.
Because
there you have it.
Yeah.
If you haven't.
or if you just want to jerk off to Edelgard, just do that. That story's good too. What I kind of feel like a short review of it is Church sucks. Blue Lions, the story of Dimitri and nobody else. Everyone takes a backseat. The whole house is weak.
Okay.
And Crimson Flower is the story of Edelgard and Byleth. And then Golden Deer is Claude and Friends' wacky ride.
I find it very silly. There's a time skip in the game for those of you who've been living under a rock.
Yeah, everyone knows. Bitch out for spoilers.
After that, the gang just all gets back together, and you're like, "Oh, hey, fancy meeting you here."
They said they would meet up in 5 years, and you wake up 5 years later on the dot from a coma.
Yeah. And you say, "Oh, hey guys, well, let's go stop the war, I guess." Wow, hey. I don't know where this last motherfucker is for my genocide route.
Want me to...
It's Rock with Mustache. I can't get
Genocide Guide. Undertale!
Yes.
Got to make sure.
All caps Undertale.
Yeah.
Because I thought the town was supposed to be abandoned with nobody here because they're all scared of the killer that's on the loose.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But nobody came. You got that in the ruins. Then... Okay, you need to kill him before fighting Papyrus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight Jerry.
Jerry.
Specifically Jerry. Most of the fights will be fairly straightforward, but if you encounter a Jerry in battle, just flee when it's only him, as he's a monumental pain. Oh, okay, never mind, that does nothing. There will be a few minor differences in the sequence of your events. It's worth trying to fill your quota before you reach the village, as it means you can simply loot the shop rather than buying anything.
Fuck. Look at me.
You stupid idiot.
Look at me, I already purchased shit at the shop.
Yeah, so I guess just...
I guess I just fucking start walking backwards until I find them.